Good morning, and welcome to LSU's Summer Commencement Exercises. I am William Tate, President of Louisiana State University. To open our ceremony, I invite you to rise for our national anthem, sung by Dr. Cara Williams, who is graduating today with a Doctor of Musical Arts degree. Dr. Williams will be accompanied by the Norum Brass Quintet.
Oh, say can
Thank you, Dr. Williams, and congratulations on your accomplishments. At this time, I ask that we pause in remembrance of LSU students, faculty, and staff who have passed away during the summer term. Please join me in a moment of silence to honor these individuals. Thank you. You may be seated. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce a few of the members of our platform party. I'd ask them to stand as I call your name. Mrs. Valencia Sharpie Jones is the LSU Board of Supervisors Chairman and will be conferring degrees in today's ceremony. Mr. Collis Temple Jr. is a member of the LSU Board of Supervisors. Ms. Kimberly J. Lewis is Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer. Dr. Roy Haggerty is Executive Vice President and Provost. Dr. Jane Cassidy is Senior Vice Provost. Dr. Jackie Bach is Vice Provost for Academic Programs and Support Services. Dr. James Spencer is Vice Provost and Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Anessa Baizaev is President of the Faculty Senate. Ms. Anna Catherine Strong is Student Body President. Mr. Joshua Duplashane is President of the Faculty Senate. And Mr. John Grubb is Vice President of the LSU Alumni Association. Please join me in welcoming these members of our platform party. Thank you all. You may be seated. While we are here today to honor our graduates, it is important for us to recognize that the road that has brought these students to this moment was not traveled alone. There were so many individuals who provided assistance, guidance, and encouragement on their path to success. First, I'd like to recognize the parents, grandparents, spouses, children, and other honored guests here to celebrate this wonderful achievement. We applaud not only your loved one's success, but also your tireless support along the way to this milestone. Please stand if you are a parent, grandparent, spouse, family member, or a special guest, and be recognized for your vitally important role in today's events. I must say, in this next group, I am biased because I believe we have one of the best faculties in the world here at LSU. Our faculty represent another critical guidepost along the road to graduation. Our university's faculty are not only exceptional scholars, scientists, and researchers, they are also skilled educators who are committed to providing an excellent foundation to every student who crosses their path. I ask that our faculty stand and be recognized. Thank you for all that you do. Some might ask about our demographics of today's class. Let me tell you a little bit about what's happening here in the summer 2023 graduation summer exercise. Today we are recognizing over 1,000, or exactly 1,052 total graduates. You can clap. 373 bachelor's degrees, 97 certificates, 582 graduate degrees, including 115 doctoral degrees, 433 of the graduates are men, and 619, nearly 60%, are women. Graduates represent 48 parishes, 48 states, and 38 countries. Our undergraduates range in age from 19 to 63 years old. And our oldest graduate today will be earning graduate degrees at the age of 65. In addition to being our largest ever summer graduating class, today we are graduating more female students, more African American students, more Hispanic students, and more Pell eligible students than any summer class in LSU history. Please join me in congratulating this truly impressive class of graduates. Now I'd like to take a little time to address the students who are receiving their degrees today. On this special day, it is an honor for me to stand before you and officially recognize this day, which is an important milestone both in your educational journey and your lives. Ceremonies such as this, which began over 600 years ago, were created to signify to society that an individual had mastered an academic field of study. Fast forward to today, where we not only celebrate your academic mastery, but also present your accomplishments to the LSU community, the state of Louisiana, and our great nation. Congratulations. We are so proud of your accomplishments as graduates. This day does not solely belong to those of you sitting before us. Though it is reflective of their hard work, dedication, talent, and intellect, it also belongs to all the families who have sacrificed so much, often through multiple generations, to see this day arrive. It belongs to the citizens of Louisiana, our outstanding LSU faculty and staff, and over 250,000 LSU alumni and friends around the world who believe you are capable of incrementally improving your community by pursuing truth, sharing it in courageous fashion, and displaying empathy for your neighbor. I'd like for you to take a moment to look around at your fellow classmates and keep this in mind as you do every day, I hope. You are among the nation's top third in educational achievement and success. Even more importantly, as of today, you will be among the world's top 7 percentile in educational success. In other words, the attainment of an undergraduate degree places you in an incredibly enviable position, both right here in the United States and across the world. For our graduate students, you might imagine these figures are even more selective and impressive. The reason I share these facts with you is twofold. First, to remind you of what a significant accomplishment this truly is for you and for your families. You embark on the world as a credentialed person, filled with historical knowledge and disciplinary understanding related to your fields of study. Second, and more importantly, it is a reminder that you as a graduate, you now have a solemn responsibility and high obligation to all those who are in need of similar educational opportunities. It is up to you to help enable them to maximize their potential, both as individuals and as citizens. As one of the world's most educated citizens with the greatest potential to help others, you now are being handed a mantle that allows you to provide widespread hope and worldwide opportunity. Through your individual and collective intellectual ability, you are needed to help free others from the bonds of human ignorance and historical mischaracterizations. You are needed to make the right societal choices to ensure that opportunity and prosperity trend upward. You are needed to provide the extraordinary ideas and innovative thoughts that will feed and shelter an expanding world population, and to build the industries of tomorrow. And you are the answers to the most pressing questions of our time. And you are needed to ensure that the next generation of children and students have more educational and economic opportunity than previous generations have enjoyed. And to do so without geographic barrier. Make sure Lafayette, Lake Charles, Los Angeles, London thrive. I'd like to take a moment to give you one of my favorite quotes from a former college president and theologian. He says, "It is a calamity to die with dreams," pardon me, he'd be very upset with me. It isn't a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disaster to be unable to capture your ideal, but it is a disaster to have no ideal to capture. It is not a disgrace not to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. Not failure, but low aim is sin. Sin not, class of 2023. Aim high, dream. Seek out all the ideals and everything. Just, I have to say this off script. Go for it. The entire LSU family offers our collective best wishes, and we will take great pride in all the accomplishments and outstanding things that you do. We know that with an LSU education, your potential is boundless. Just this week, I visited California and met with graduates who sent instruments, objects, and testing equipment to Mars. They could not have imagined that sitting in this seat 30 or 40 years ago, but they got it done. I sat with a graduate who's leading one of the leading newsrooms in the country. She could not have imagined that 30 or 40 years ago. We write award-winning scores and New York Times bestsellers. We are awarded Pulitzer Prizes, and we lead Fortune 500 companies. This is the community to which you now and forever belong. You will always be Tigers, so remember that you are never alone in the path towards greater success and global impact. And your alma mater forever stands strong behind you. Thank you. I am now pleased to introduce today's speaker. The Board of Supervisors of Louisiana State University and Agricultural and Mechanical College was established by the Louisiana Constitution and granted the authority and responsibility to supervise and manage the institutions, statewide agriculture programs, and other programs administered through its system. All the appointees are volunteers giving their time and talents to further the mission and vision of the LSU enterprise. Today's speaker is Chairman of the LSU Board of Supervisors, Valencia Sharpie Jones. Valencia Jones is a financial services professional specializing in custom-tailored business and personal financial solutions. Ms. Jones earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in sociology from LSU, where she learned the value of hard work and community. Ms. Jones was appointed by Governor John Bel Edwards in August of 2016 to the LSU Board of Supervisors as a representative of the 4th Congressional District and reappointed in 2022 for a second term. In September of 2021, she was unanimously elected by her colleagues as chair-elect and subsequently as chairman of the board in 2022. She serves her profession enthusiastically as an advocate for the insurance industry on Capitol Hill and is a member of the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors. Active in her community, she serves on numerous boards, including the Natchitoches Regional Medical Center Board of Commissioners, Historic Downtown Development District Commission, and is a dedicated member of the Service League of Natchitoches. Ms. Jones is a service-oriented professional and entrepreneur. She is married to a very enthusiastic LSU Tiger, Jerry Jones, a physical therapist and businessman, and they have two sons, Brady and Tripp. Please join me in welcoming today's speaker, LSU Board Chair Valencia Sharpie Jones.
Greetings, President Tate, esteemed graduates, distinguished faculty and staff, treasured alumni, cherished parents, grandparents, families, and friends. Today we gather not just to mark the end of a chapter, but to celebrate the bright futures of Louisiana State University's summer class of 2023. I'm truly humbled to be part of this significant milestone in your lives. Standing here as an alum and as a representative of LSU's governing board, I beam with pride recognizing this tremendous achievement. If these past few years have taught us anything, it's that things can and will change. From the way we attend and participate in classes, to the way we interview for jobs and conduct business. Each of you have shown great courage in times of unprecedented challenges and change. Looking out at you today brings my LSU experience full circle. I can remember graduation day and the excitement and celebration that followed. I can also remember the feeling of wonder and what would be next on my journey. In reflecting on the joy and journey of my career after graduation and preparing for today, I thought about what I would have told my younger self about life and what I wish someone would have shared with me when I graduated. These three things came to mind about what you should be as you begin this next chapter. Be persistent, be authentic, and be consistent. I believe that these three foundational points can assist you as you navigate life and your career. I like to call them the three ways to be. Number one, be persistent. Don't be afraid to fail. Recognize that failure is often the preamble to success. Nothing great has ever happened without it. Nelson Mandela said the greatest glory in living lies in not never falling, but in rising every time we fall. This quote reminds me of a conversation that I had with an associate from a social organization that I'm a member of. She proceeded to share with me that she had applied for her current position 27 times before she was hired. I don't think you heard me. She applied to the same company for the same job 27 times. Now, most people would have just given up, but she did not allow her setbacks to be the end of her story, nor did she lose the way on her path to success. She went on to tell me that she absolutely loved her new career, the work was rewarding, and it allowed her to travel the world. She persisted. Thomas Edison once said that many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Remember that every closed door and every no brings you one step closer to your goal. When you're faced with a challenging circumstance, situation, or problem, graduates, I challenge you to be persistent. Number two, be authentic. Authenticity is defined as not false or imitation, real, actual, true to one's own personality, spirit, or character. It's sincere and authentic with no pretensions. In other words, be yourself. This means you must look inward and know who you are. Every day, strive to show up as your authentic self. Don't be tempted to compromise who you are or who you want to be. Be an independent thinker and surround yourself with others who strive to make a positive impact. The former First Lady Michelle Obama once said, "I have learned that as long as I hold fast to my beliefs and values and follow my own moral compass, then the only expectations I need to live up to are my own." Resist the urge to fit in. Be courageous to show others your authentic self, and people will respect you. This does not mean you should be discourteous or cruel. People will treat you and your principals with the same respect that you show theirs. Graduates, I challenge you to be authentic. Number 3, be consistent. Let Aristotle's words be your mantra. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The power of good habits leads to success, develops your character, determines who you are and how far you will go. Daily habits that can positively impact one's personal and professional life include waking up early to set the tone for the day, maintaining organization to improve productivity. Selflessly serving others not only impacts their lives, but also brings personal fulfillment. Dedicating time for regular exercise to ensure physical well-being and mental clarity, and committing to reading consistently to expand knowledge and stimulate the mind. Thomas Edison said, "The successful person makes a habit of doing what a failing person doesn't like to do." Graduates, I challenge you to be consistent. To the bright stars of the summer class of 2023, you find yourselves at the threshold of a world abundant with possibilities, equipped with wisdom, anchored by the values and knowledge imparted by LSU, and propelled by the guiding bees I shared today. In closing, I urge you to approach the world with an open mind and an open heart. Celebrate your achievements, learn from your failures, and continually strive to be the best version of yourself. I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to share in this day, which isn't an end, but a promising beginning. Congratulations, graduates. May your journey ahead be as brilliant and boundless as your potential. And graduates, remember the 3 ways to be. Be persistent, be authentic, and be consistent. Now go off and be great. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Chairman Jones. We are honored that you could be with us today. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and accomplishments with our graduating class. I know that they will take your words with them in the next phase of their journey. Before we confer baccalaureate, advanced, and professional degrees, I would like to invite Dean Kim Bissell of the Manship School of Mass Communication to recognize our university medalists.
The University Medal is presented to those undergraduates with the highest grade point average among all of our bachelor degree candidates. On this day, I'm pleased to recognize a single university medalist who is graduating with a grade point average that meets or exceeds a 4.0. This summer, 2023 university medalist is Lillian Alexander O'Connell. Lillian is graduating today with the Bachelor of Arts in Mass Communications with a concentration in journalism. Additionally, Lily is earning minors in Spanish and leadership development. Hailing from Charlotte, North Carolina, Lillian is unable to join us today as she is completing her summer internship with Fox Sports. Please join me in congratulating Lillian on her exemplary academic achievements with a round of applause.
We will now confer the baccalaureate, advanced, and professional degrees. For doctoral students, the role of mentor is of critical importance. Typically ranging from 5 to 7 years, doctoral studies are demanding and require students to focus intently on a particular area of specialization. A candidate's major professor, assisted by other members of the faculty, closely guides the students' research and writing, providing a trusted sounding board both academically and professionally along the way. Each of our doctoral students who crosses the stage today is accompanied by a mentor, usually their major professor, or a representative from their department or program. That individual will assist in hooding his or her student with a doctoral hood, which symbolizes the student's full membership in the fellowship of the Academy. Dean Spencer, will you please present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts?
Will the candidates for the degree of the Doctor of Musical Arts please stand? President Tate, in recognition of the completion of all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts, I'm pleased to present these candidates to you.
Chairman Jones, on behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you for conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Musical Arts with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
I see that you have approached. I'd ask the sponsors of the Doctoral of Music Arts degrees to also please approach the platform. As your name is called, please come forward to be recognized and vested with your hood.
En Chong Kang, accompanied by Professor Lori Beatty. Wu Ji Ku, accompanied by Professor Robert Grayson. Kara Williams, accompanied by Professor Robert Grayson. Trevor Alexander Butts, accompanied by Professor Scott Terrell. En Bei Chan, accompanied by Professor Alyssa Rowe. Ne Rin Moon, accompanied by Professor Alyssa Rowe. David Bentley Walters, accompanied by Professor Alyssa Rowe.
Would Dean Spencer, will you please present the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Design?
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Design please stand?
En Bei Chan, accompanied by Professor Alyssa Rowe.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Design please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Design please stand? Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Design please stand? President Tate, in recognition of the completion of all requirements for the degree of the Doctor of Design, I'm pleased to present these candidates to you.
Chairman Jones, on behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you for the conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Design with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
All Doctor of Design graduates and their sponsors, please approach the platform. As your name is called, please come forward to be recognized and vested with your hood.
Kirsten L. Campbell, accompanied by Professor Allison Young.
Let's give them another round of applause. Dean Spencer, will you please present the candidates for the doctoral degree of philosophy?
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please stand? All right, here we go. President Tate, in recognition of the completion of all requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, I'm pleased to present these candidates to you.
Chairman Jones, on behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present these candidates for your conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
I ask that our new PhD graduates and their mentors please approach the platform. As your name is called, please come forward to be recognized and vested with your hood.
Michael Conrad McGee, accompanied by Professor Wai-Sun Wong. Christy Rose Wayne, accompanied by Professor Michael Caller. Tammy Renee Milliken, accompanied by Professor Michael Burnett. Layla Shaikh Villian, accompanied by Professor Michael Burnett. James M. Armstrong II, accompanied by Professor Justin Reagans. Brett Hayden Davis, accompanied by Professor Brian Irving. Kelly Ann Berger, accompanied by Professor Aaron Van Gemmert. Stacy Amanawan Amegde, accompanied by Professor Senlin Chin. Tiffany Efthamia Damaris, accompanied by Professor Chad Seifrid. Tej Bahadur Podel Chetri, accompanied by Professor Shane Stadler. Julena Vasquez, accompanied by Professor Jason Bowers. Mahendra Kumar R. Kunju, accompanied by Professor Mauricio Almeida. Ricardo Santos, accompanied by Professor Kayanush Ariana. Gabriela Rodriguez, accompanied by Professor Jimen Xu. Andrew Scott McGuffey, accompanied by Professor Kip Matthews. Baba Simbisola Emmanuel Fadripo, accompanied by Professor John Fletcher. Christopher John Van Leeuwen, accompanied by Dean James Spencer. Kwajopo Adjumang, accompanied by Professor James Garand. Reem Abdulkarim Abo Zenema, accompanied by Professor George Voyages. Ali Jenkins Bouquet, accompanied by Professor Paul Mooney. Jackson Ryan Roberts, accompanied by Professor Christopher Austin. Man Chi Young, accompanied by Professor James Kennedy. Rosalind Telfort, accompanied by Professor Eugene Kennedy. Min Chen, accompanied by Professor Louis Haber. Akie Hukushige Wenk, accompanied by Professor Tina Harris and Ashley Mack. Sarah M. Carpenter, accompanied by Professor Tina M. Harris. Rakia Kiera Harris, accompanied by Professor Tina M. Harris. Ayla Annika Odin, accompanied by Professor Nicole Bauer. Ashley Renee Edwards, accompanied by Professor Richard K. Cooper. Yin Chun Wang, accompanied by Professor Kenneth Bondioli. Miriam Carolina Contin Ortega, accompanied by Professor Philip Ulcer. Chung Ling Liu, accompanied by Professor Philip Ulcer. Simeon David Burns, accompanied by Professor James Stoner. Vanessa Nicole Van Heerden, accompanied by Professors Cassandra Glaspie and Brian Snyder. Demetrios Kranas, accompanied by Professor Ivan Agulo. Emilia Clement, accompanied by Professor Georgiana Turi. Vijay Tiwari, accompanied by Professor William Dorler. Rebecca Maria Riccardi, accompanied by Professor Kelly Brasini. Ayat Salah Alasi, accompanied by Professor Carol Friedland. Adil Rahim, accompanied by Professor Carol J. Friedland. Nagar Basiri, accompanied by Professor Adelaide Rousseau. Aparajita Dutta, accompanied by Professor Deborah Goldgaber. Danbei Li, accompanied by Professor Klin Wu. Girish Rintala, accompanied by Professor Arup Bhattacharla. Jacob Landon DeBoer, accompanied by Professor Anna Long. Jesse Munson, accompanied by Professor Anna Long. Madeline Spearman Blocker, accompanied by Professor Kelly Clark. Susan Beth Colley, accompanied by Professors Nancy Walker and Paul Samarco. Takashi Taguchi, accompanied by Professor Mandy J. Lopez. Ruchika Sharma, accompanied by Professor Andrew Maverick. Andre Reese Guameres, accompanied by Professor Gabriela Gonzalez. Ray Asaba, accompanied by Professor Michael Bibler. Jifeng Li, accompanied by Professor John C. Larkin. Jessica Stroop, accompanied by Professor Alex Garn. Rupinka Kolipato, accompanied by Professor Dan Rice. Cha Lung Chen, accompanied by Professor Wei Zhang. Jacob T. Gautreaux, accompanied by Professor Michael Pasquet. Tommy Mamo, Melanie Pakabing, accompanied by Professor Craig Colton. Kristen Hollis, accompanied by Professor Mary Lou Kelly. Kelsey Gennady Coulthard, accompanied by Professor Mary Lou Kelly. Jonathan James Cuccia, accompanied by Professor Todd Monroe. Furu Kachezali, accompanied by Professor Craig Plaisance. Caitlin M. Gerlach, accompanied by Professor Joy Blanchard. Olajumoke Helen Olubuwale, accompanied by Professor Jane C. Garneau. Stephanie Michelle Saltzman, accompanied by Professor Melissa Beck. Tova Cowan, accompanied by Professor Alex Cohen. Emma Moscardini, accompanied by Professor Raymond P. Tucker. Mara Lewis Ferry, accompanied by Professor Julia Buckner. Kana Kim, accompanied by Professor Christopher M. Sullivan. Sabrina Ray Cervantes, accompanied by Professor Suzanne Marchand. Moishkan Degani, accompanied by Professor Louis Haber. Thomas Joseph Ruland, accompanied by Professor Jeffrey Blackman. Arshak Danagosian, accompanied by Professor Jeff Blackman. Vincent A. Medina, accompanied by Professor Emily Elliott. Wei Lang Sun, accompanied by Professor Samuel Snow. Tian Chi Ma, accompanied by Professor Chao Sun.
Well, that's the highest honor a university can offer in academic degrees. Let's give them a round of applause. Dean Spencer, will you please present the candidates for advanced and professional degrees?
Will all the candidates for master's degrees and advanced certificates in the graduate school please rise? All right, it's a big group. President Tate, I am pleased to present these candidates who have complied with all the requirements for their respective degrees.
Chairman Jones, on behalf of the faculty, it is my privilege to present these candidates to you for conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the appropriate degree or certificate with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Graduates, please approach the stage so that you may be recognized.
Kobe Victoria Smith. Douglas J. Vincent Jr. Alvin Isaiah McWhirter. Christopher Bienvenu. Lauren Rebecca Mulliken. Anne Marie Brewer. Gabrielle Catherine Dansick. Chantel Christy Wilson. Del Rio Antoine Cole. Abigail Harris. Iman Abdelgilam. Robertine Collier. Bella Liana Rodriguez. Reese Rutherford. Aliska Marie Sheaf. Michael James DeGraw. Mason Joseph Bourgeois. Carol Villadea Ortiz. Tyra Key. Amy Levier. Amanda Schofield Vance. Gabrielle Randall. Janae Brijan Session Simmons. Ramona Robinson. Sydney Claire Gahagan. Edward Jeffrey Prowse. Otto Foster Fossen. Kayla Louise Noack. Christopher Quichinya. Ethan Brent Gates. Caroline Jean Turner. Zadie Susanna Waller. Hamilton Trey Crockett. Jasmine Marie Forasan. Christina Michelle Klump. Amanda Lee Enman. Sydney Diane Hutchins. Katrina Nicole Hill. Nina Francisco. Sharon Hines Bruno. Dorian Lee Lynette Winters Conkle. Keisha Renee Franklin. Mimi Grace Rivette. Salvador Militello IV. Megan Zeitvogel Plant. Sonia Bird. Monica Berenice Aguilera Perez. Alexis Brianna Jones Sawyer. Kathleen Scott McVeigh. Ricky Ray Jr. Ryan Crisp. Caleb Lynn Funderburk. Brian Joseph Gomes. Michelle Colbert Graham. Massimo Pozzolo. Megan Elizabeth Federoff. Matthew Thomas Melvin. Alejandro Avelar. Nicole Danielle Lewis. Matthew Wayne Fortin. Jordan William Fuller. Adam C. Holzer. Douglas Scott Streeter. Carolina Queiroz Coto. LaDonna Wedriaga. Alana Monique Johnson. Paige Alona Sauce. Michelle Renee Turner. Leslie York Jackson. Roman Mendes. Kelsey Lynn Sear. Jamie Allen Rahal. Abby Erin Saxby. Zachary Brewer Dowd. Quentin Lavon Smith. Jordan Cartel Stewart. Daniel Bennett Barnes. Donna Michelle Robinson. James Bradley. Luke Bryant Lowry. Rossell Marie Landry. Felicia Renee Burse. Carrielle Michelle Meyer. Enid Fahrenholt. Carla Elise Overton. Mohammed Iqbal. Gabrielle Chicrico Orozco. Elizabeth Jones. Lissa Marie Matoyer. Renee Agbana. Alexis Carmichael. Jonas Malik Atienne. Andrew Tyler Cox. Christopher A. Kennedy. Caitlin Sharp Blakely Anders. Samantha Elizabeth Christie. Nicholas Andrew Ashton. Kevin Reed. Kent Andre Johnson Uwe Baptiste. Jeremy John Hardiman. Rachel McKenzie. Jessica Alice Bailey. Charday Martinez Russ. Christina Marie Saya. Brianna Lee Stout. Christopher James Blair. Tamika Robinson Brown. Madeline Rita Ann McDaniel. Emily Suzanne Case. Joseph Lance Fining. Kyle Grover. Channing S. James. Kristen Dion Ballard. Jaya Trinity Kirk Walker. Jonathan Frederick Peterson. Sarah D. Yeager. Taylor Elizabeth Huval. Shannon Kathleen Whitson. Leah Mendoza. Angel Kristen Kenny. Patsy Renee Head. Riley Renee Petrie. Randall Patrick Mallet. Albert Lee Falk Jr. Amy Lynn Johnson. Maya Nicole Gisclair. Ryan Cole Hornback. Kenneth Harland Doyle. Max Herman Klingler. Leticia Santos. Rosalinda Ramirez. Tora Bourgeois. Larissa Renteria Murphy. Raphael Joseph Detterville III. Bailey David Stevenson. Desire Lachey Bailey. Faith Shore. Bridget Delois Handley. Shelly Mose Jason. Qualantra Abrielle Williams. Eric Costin. Marissa Oglesby. Harris Fu Nim. Jing Chan. Melanie Naples. Amy Catherine Coe. Natalie Claire Rowell. Morgan Shea Perry. Ashton Rennell Maggio. Bianca Desiree Williams. Alicia D. Barnett. Bridget Dion Martin. Luke Nathaniel Hightower. Sarah Elizabeth Edwards. Autumn Moffett Korth. Joshua Pisani. Jacob Peter England. Victor Hugo Soto. Sydney Carr. Delaney Nell Wismans. Karina Ann Campos. Brandon Thomas Adam. Mohammed Muntakim Shoeb. Sabrina Juanita Johnson. Tara Ashley Gallup. Nicholas Andre Larks. Injila Turari. Gabrielle O'Reilly. Mary LaWanda Bradley. Amy Maria Ardon. Nathan Samuel Figueredo. Sarah Elizabeth Sims. Mercedes Marian Pinzon Delgado. Robert Kaplan Fetter. Elizabeth Chadwick Bogan. Emily Elizabeth Fertitta. Nicholas Blake. Abby Adams. Michaela Demi Goins. Lori Pilley. Olivia K. Peltier. Skylar Lee. Vanessa P. Sanders Tabata. Blaine Michael Bertrand. Brandy Malbrew. Chad Douglas Stewart. Matthew David Rose. Dalton Jeffrey Locke. Michael Brock Jr. Ambrose Witherspoon Givens III. Stephanos Miguel Kafkalides. Krista Allen Rainey. Jason D. Roach. Jared Matthew O'Hare. Christopher Spalatin. Michael James Gennaro. Kyra McCullough Temple. James Clark Pounders. Alicia Klein. Mallory Catherine Kramer. Kelsey Jade Mafus. Therese Marie Mobley. Sandeep Sran. Kyle Reed Ettinger. Thomas Jacob Maddox. Olivia Elizabeth Ullman. Grace Ann Connolly. Mary Anna Gote. Carly Rose Fontenot. Chelsea Crenshaw Juno. Fasasi Animishan. Anna Marie Menino. Caleb Ryan Kelly. Ian Matthew Smith. Mum Taina Zia. Jada Burton. Montana Lee Nolan. Miriam Elida Carmen Van Vliet. Alexis Caitlin Williams. Kaylee Mae Green. Joshua Craig Mayo. Gina M. Bradford. Megan Renee Loop. Kayla Ann Spearman. Abigail Christine Kibler. Gozika Sion Osiaku. Catherine DeRay. Joy Jakara Wade. Christopher Paul Vasquez. Michaela D. Washington. Caroline Elizabeth Boswell. Laura Louise D. Hart. Charity Yvette Spears. Felicia Renee Travis. Ronnie Smith Jr. Christopher Ryan Flaker. Joya Dean Hegeman. Raketa D. Griffin. Sherelle Orange. Brett Arthur Siddell. Ashley Nicole Bain Bethel Roman. Marcus Alec Pruitt. Ethan Aguion. George Madison Stokes. Anna Claire Block. Ethan Aguion. Cameron L. Connor. Maria R. Garabex. Laura Young Foster. Michael S. Mason. Caitlin Brianna Neal Jones. Richard Garrett Chassie. Richard D. Brazel. Scott Rogers Jr. Susanna L. Ortiz. Peggy C. Pounds. Kiara Ritchie Williams. Lorene Marie Ledoux. Victoria Augustine Lewis. Savannah Marie Maddox. Karina Francesca Sandoval. Brittany Monet Henry. Leanne Fua Holdowski. Geraldine Renee Campbell Latino. Priscilla Deontay Fanny. Toy Whitney Williams. Bello Lusant Jr. Kyrielle Alasia Felton. Jamad Kelson. Danielle Marie Swallow. Kelsey Lee Mays. Mary Elizabeth Felton. Yashika Hamilton. Jamarcier Quantez Broadway. Ariel Danae Williams. Brittany Renee Solta.
A round of applause for these graduates, please. Dr. Roy Haggerty, Executive Vice President and Provost, will now present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees.
Before presenting the candidates for baccalaureate degrees, I'd first like to introduce the academic deans and faculty representing the colleges and schools conferring degrees today. Please stand as your name is called and remain standing until all bachelor's degrees have been conferred. Dean Matt Lee, College of Agriculture. Dean Alkis Salakis, College of Art and Design. Chair of the Rux Department of Management, Tim Chandler from the E.J. Uso College of Business. Interim Dean Clint Wilson, College of the Coast and Environment. Interim Dean Karsten Thompson, College of Engineering. Dean Roland Mitchell, College of Human Sciences and Education. Dean Troy Blanchard, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dean Stanley Wilder, LSU Libraries. Dean Kimberly Bissell, Manship School of Mass Communication. Executive Associate Dean and Director of the School of Theater, Kristen Sosnowski. Dean Cynthia Peterson, College of Science. I am now pleased to recognize the candidates for the bachelor's degree and the undergraduate and post-baccalaureate certificates. Will all candidates for these degrees and certificates please rise and remain standing? All right. That's a Go Tigers. President Tate, these candidates have been certified by their deans and colleges, and on behalf of the faculty of Louisiana State University, it's my great pleasure and privilege to present them to you for your conferral of their degrees.
Chairman Jones, these candidates have been certified by their deans and colleges on behalf of the faculty of Louisiana State University. It is my pleasure and privilege to present them to you for conferral of their degrees.
With the authority vested in me by the Louisiana State University Board of Supervisors, I confer upon each of you the appropriate baccalaureate degree, undergraduate certificate, or post-baccalaureate certificate with all the honors, rights, and privileges thereto appertaining. Congratulations.
Deans and graduates, you may be seated. When instructed to do so, please follow your college marshals as they lead you to the stage to be recognized. The academic deans will now present the graduates from their respective schools and colleges. I first call on Dean Matt Lee to present the graduates from the College of Agriculture.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the College of Agriculture.
Thank you, Dean Lee.
Noah Sachs. Anthony Cole. Lillian Grace Bourgeois. Alexandra Elizabeth Person. Derek Lamb Fan-No.
Thank you, Dean Lee. I now call on Dean Alkis Salakis to present the graduates from the College of Art and Design.
President Tate, I'm pleased to present the graduates from the College of Art and Design.
Mia Catherine Burby. Evan Jace Rogers. Julia Kinchin. Margaret Jane Terrell. Peyton Lee Roulette. Brianna Mayono Malonsan. Claire Constance Wilson. Nicholas Johnson. Jeffrey R. Alvarez. Anna Noel Holly.
Thank you, Dean Salakis. I now call on Chair Tim Chandler to present the graduates from our College of Business.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the E.J. Uso College of Business.
Brooklyn Lynette Primus. Emma Shirley McDowell. Brandon Michael Rushing. Kel M. Villarubia. Lindsay Rose Chamberlain. Stephen Clay Burkett. Jacob Baker. Ryan Philippi. Madeline Taylor Sumrall. Shaylin Renee Cupid. Kalia Kohler. Harper Gerard Massey. Manya Ananasai Assam Obi. Hunter Hawkins. Trup Tan Ban. Bailey Phoebe Ardoin. Sydney Renee Taylor. James Lee Randalls. Thomas Mouton. Cy Richardson. Hunter Cagle. John C. King. Preston Paul Acosta. Joseph Chris Tadros. Nicholas Francis Corciani. Jake Warner O'Brien. William Logan DeLon. Stanley Wu. Christy Valeria Madrid Dubon. Bria Logan Sylvester. David Jordan Dominguez. Victoria Ann Montgomery.
Thank you, Chair Chandler. I now call on Dean Clint Wilson to present the graduates from the College of the Coast and Environment.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the College of the Coast Environment.
Brody Horn. Sion Kazaya Farley Thompson. Sierra Hall. Brooklyn Taylor Duke.
Thank you, Dean Wilson. I now call on Dean Carson Thompson to present the graduates from the College of Engineering.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the College of Engineering.
Amber N. Mariner. Chase William Samuel Tyson. Jesus Gioli. Sarah Sanjo. Bryce Landry. Christina S. McCartney. Robert J. Wall, Jr. Larson Henry Jennings. Caitlin Danielle Fontenot. Sean Richard Chappell. Stephen Tyler Maurer. Landon Paul Gremion. Omar Kadri. Ching Zhu. Kong Zhang. Gannon Trey Matlock. John Gautreaux. Sarah Delhay. Ricardo Ulises Gutierrez. Matthew Patrick Martin. Alden P. Murray. Blade Robert Bott.
Thank you, Dean Thompson. I now call on Dean Roland Mitchell to present the graduates from the College of Human Sciences and Education.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the College of Human Sciences and Education.
Joshua Scurria. Christina D. Garcia. Robert Guzman. Joe Trong Nguyen. Trotha Fong. Caleb Justin Mickelson, Jr. Brant Charles Gidry. John Edward Meir III. Marcus Quinshake Hawthorne, Jr. Mason Cole Simmons. Emma Therese LaSalle. Anna Scott Elizabeth Polehill. Matthew Joseph Wallace. Destiny Yvonne Gibson. Antaja Jairene DeGray. Taylor Michelle Kenshin. Alyssa Caitlin Ochoa. Hayana Bowens. Kishara McGee. Tymarie J. Sean Polk. Jason Joseph Toops. Anoki Bercy Willard. Thomas Perry. Maya Sierra Ferris. Mackenzie Grace Daigle. Danielle Elizabeth Landry. Douglas Michael Schmidt. Margaret Amber Mullenix. Katie Ann Cannon. William Graham IV. Gabrielle Marie Austin. Maya Chantel Cheatham. Emma Elizabeth Smith. Stephanie Nicole Hoffman. Lindsay Daniels. Jalen Fache Johnson. Madison Lynn Smith. Caroline Margaret Hebert. Braden Cole Rabelais. Xavier Manuel Reyes. Alexander Rodriguez. Jada Unique Bickham. Martin F. McGreal. Sydney Nicole Wisniewski. Madison Margaret Schaefer. Jada Chantal Smith. Dylan Gage Jewett. Sydney Cottrell, Spencer Mays, Jessica Ann Glass, Jessica Louise Richardson, Mary Elizabeth Foray, Vanessa Na Lingwai Tete, Destiny Bodie, Zoe Anissa Yearwood, Tuwong Bui, Mary Regalado Felice, Waller English Cogburn, John Patrick Burns IV, Demetric Jackson, Kim Wong Wen, Lisa Etheridge, Amanda Lee Bush, Mason Celestin, Asia Janae Roshan, Kyle Jackson Flint, Sarah Steinitz, DeKayla Chantal Washington, Camille Cecilia Peters, Anna Grace Falgu, Jordan Donovan Stapleton, Jada Rachel Guillory, Thurman Fitzgerald King Jr., Spencer James Smith, Gabrielle Elise Gary, Camille Elizabeth Grizoffi, Miranda Michelle Peck, Macy Lee Prudhomme, Rency Leanne Long, Carolyn Anne-Marie Lamont, Brady Dominic Lee, Jasmine Anima Addo, Sage Alexis Angeletti, Maya Lachelle Hutcherson, Aaliyah Nicole Azar, Andre Carson Toops, Chloe Anderson Nolan, Sydney Elaine Anderson, Wyatt Anthony Mallet, Lauren Armani Lachey Porter, Morgan Alexis Cooper, Damian Nathaniel Clark. Alexis Morris Champ Luthor. Armani Yarnay Brown. Jordan Alexandria Thompson. Grant Jacobs Delpit.
Thank you, Dean Mitchell. I now call on Dean Troy Blanchard to present the graduates from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
President Tate, I'm pleased to present the graduates from the College of Humanities and Social Sciences.
Philip Thomas O'Neill. Francis Hu Ta-Don. Rory A. Blackmore. Logan Joseph Harris. Peyton Ivy Brumley. Cade Allen Manent. Charity Emmanuel Hall. William Arthur Kronvich. Madeline Georgiana Baggett. Naya Janae Lillian Butler. Dana Imad Alibrahim. John Hogan Stoker. Janari Isaias Taylor. Antoinette Jama. Kyle W. Fulton. Brennan Thomas Walker. Jordan Nicole Harris. Hussein Rashid Hussein. Glenn Simmons Rainey. Denise Marie Duffy. Madeline Jane Laparoni. Courtney Lynn Prudhomme. Chelsea Washer. Reagan Sierra Lee. Christopher Ashton Hicks. James Patrick Cantor. Miguel Leal. Miles Scott Jancy. Stephen Dennis Cagle. Daniel Colt Thibodeau. Tatiana Kailani Kilgore. Trevor Bryce Martin. Jacob Dover Sclair. Alyssa Brooke Stevenson. Quinlan Marie Creech. Kim Gautreau. Tia Trinice Thomas. Bailey Ann Sunseri. Abigail Ann Reed. Emma Elizabeth Broussard. Michaela Lauren McDuffie. Kali Dang. Seth Alfonso. Dalia Maria Ortiz. Madison Mackenzie Lachelet. Lisha Mendez. Ryan Samara Payne. Brett Bailey. Matthew James Hedrick IV. Jesse Delane Stallings. Anjali Jean Hebert Diaz. Blake Elizabeth Alley. Francisco Javier Cordova Segura. Jacob A. Lofton. David Anthony Bertrand. Shanila Oshel Braley. Jake Luis Gutierrez. Annalie Grace Trosclair. Reagan Nicole Fogarty. Brandon Hayes Bivin. Julia Grace Montgomery. Frida Angel Cervantes. Sinai Caitlin Frierson. Kylie Faye Spring. Peyton Taylor Absher. Kaylee Howie Pham. Azaria Shantae Shocklid. Mallory Antoinette Palmisano. Tyler Ruej. Allie Taylor Shagru. Ryan T. Howe. John Griffin Stanford. Reagan Ashley Markham. Trendon Holiday. Kevin Patterson Sanders. Devin P. Sanders. Ariel Chantel Williams Grievous. Asia Marie Shirley Phillips. Simon J. Hartman. Jacoby Stevens. Grant Miller Burnett. Rebecca Nicole Fruget. Madison Marie Hare. Madeline Emma Menapace. Kaylin Brene Liddell. Cortisha Fisher. Jake S. Nelson. Bryce Alexander Bailey. Hagan Blair Bell. Philip Joseph Pierce. Allie Faye Gidry. Alea Fatima Singleton. Uziomaka Judith Obioma Njoku.
Thank you, Dean Blanchard. I now call on Dean Kimberly Bissell to present the graduates from the Manship School of Mass Communication.
President Tate, I am pleased to present the graduates from the Manship School of Mass Communication.
Noah Cooley. Neve May Robinson. Brianna Marie Andress. Tyler Andrew Johnson. Mattia Monet Carroll. Anna Caroline Haynes. Bethany S. Missel. Taylor Madison Landry. Carly Elizabeth Cullivan. Marie Claire Sheremy. Landry Elizabeth Carroll. Audra Grace Naylor.
Thank you, Dean Bissell. I now call on Associate Dean Kirsten Selsnowski to present the graduates from the College of Music and Dramatic Arts.
President Tate, I'm pleased to present the graduate from the College of Music and Dramatic Arts.
Kyle Nicholas Broussard Poinsoin.
Thank you, Dean Sosnowski. I now call on Dean Cynthia Peterson to present the graduates from the College of Science.
President Tate, I am pleased to introduce the graduates from the College of Science.
Skylar K. Boyd. Monique Gallion. Joseph Latch. Riley Reardon. Caleb Scott Kleinpeter. Gary Wayne McElroy Jr. Terrence Tyson Thomas. Caden Dwayne Odell. Angelina Lorenz. Sydney LeRae Martin. Riley Catherine Hartzell. Maria Fernanda Santiago. Kyle Joseph Lorio. Callie Pesquet. Danielle Lynn LeBlanc. Tanner Jake Hartley. Luke Taylor Pruitt. Dylan No. Thomas John Bornholt. Saya Moe. Lucy May Detweiler. Dildora Rasulova. Madeline Sophia Majo. Rachel Wynn.
Thank you, Dean Peterson. A round of applause for these graduates. Mr. Grubb, Vice President for the LSU Alumni Association, would care to address our graduates.
Good morning, graduates, friends and family, and our distinguished platform party. On behalf of the LSU Alumni Association and our President and CEO, Joe Carvalito, It is my privilege to be here to address you this morning. I was fortunate enough to receive 2 diplomas in this arena in 1988 and 1990 from the Manship School, and it is indeed an honor to be here, standing here today representing the Alumni Association, giving you a few short words this many years later. The Alumni Association, the oldest of the university's affiliate organizations, has been serving LSU since 1905, helping to keep former students engaged with the campus, preserving campus traditions, and providing many services and opportunities for students past, present, and future. Over the past few weeks, we have been hosting senior send-off celebrations for new LSU students starting this fall. Additionally, we have hosted young alumni professional networking events linking graduates in their areas and building the extended family that is LSU Tiger Nation. Today, we celebrate you as you take the next step in your journey, and we are here to help you with that journey. The name LSU Tiger Nation is more than just a catchy slogan. 4 years ago, the Alumni Association embarked on a mission to connect all of our more than 250,000 graduates and friends through a global network platform to keep Tigers engaged with the university and with each other. Today, you officially become part of that network of Tigers. As you advance into your professional careers or continue your academic studies, staying engaged with LSU is important. Those 3 letters, LSU, are an internationally recognized brand, and it has never been stronger. Whether it's on your diploma, your clothing, or your class ring, those 3 letters can and will open doors for you. So as we celebrate your graduation today, remember that LSU is with you always. The hearts, minds, and determination of our graduates and our friends bring Tigers together wherever they are, and your Alumni Association, with your support, is here to maintain and build Tiger Nation so that each and every former student and friend, as we call them alumni by choice, can and will stay connected to LSU. Congratulations to you on your big day. Enjoy your graduation, and go Tigers!
Let's have another round of applause for this new group of LSU graduates. Thank you to the Platform Party for presiding over this momentous event, and to each of you in attendance for sharing this special moment with us. And to all of those graduating today, please rise one last time to be recognized. Congratulations again to each of you and your fellow graduates who are unable to attend today's festivities. This graduating class is special and unique. We are proud of your accomplishments and excited to welcome you to the community of LSU alumni. At this time, tradition dictates that you move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to the left side to signify your status as a graduate of this great university. Please join me in providing one final round of applause to our graduates. Congratulations to you all. May success follow you wherever life takes you. Will all in attendance please now stand for the Louisiana State alma mater, performed by your fellow graduates, Dr. Chung Kong and Dr. Woo Ji Koo, who will be accompanied by the Noreen Brass Quintet. Graduates, at the conclusion of the alma mater, please remain in place until the platform party has exited the arena. Thank you all, and congratulations.
Thank you.